The conscious observer mode, reframing dissociation and using it positively. Dissociation is a mental process where you feel disconnected from your thoughts, feelings, memories, body, or surroundings, acting as a coping mechanism for trauma or extreme stress. Thus, it is seen as a negative result of trauma and stress. Let's reframe it. Dissociation is a mental process that gives us a brilliant opportunity to install a neutral and less emotional observer to support your healing process. Thus, we are taking a mechanism that already exists, dissociation, and changing its role from escape to an instrument. Let me structure this carefully so it can be used by traumatized people, self-guided therapists, facilitators, and within our existing reset framework. No mysticism. No force. Just intelligent reuse of what the psyche already does well. 1. First, the reframe, very clear, very safe. Old definition, problem-focused, dissociation is a pathological disconnection from the self, caused by trauma. New definition, functional, empowering, dissociation is the psyche's natural ability to step out of emotional overwhelm and observe without being consumed. In other words, dissociation is not the enemy. Unconscious dissociation is the problem. Conscious dissociation is the solution. This distinction alone removes shame. 2. Why this works, neurologic, not spiritual. Dissociation already reduces emotional charge, creates distance from sensation, slows reactivity, interrupts memory that usually leads to chemistry coupling. Thus we are not creating an observer. We are giving dissociation a job description, which is brilliant, if we may say so ourselves. 3. The visual, imaginative narrative. A guideline for practical use of the observer. This can be spoken, it can be read, or visualized. Step 1. Setting the room. Invite the person or yourself to imagine a simple, neutral room. Nothing symbolic. Nothing dramatic. Just light, space, 3 chairs. This is not a memory. This is a safe observation space. Step 2. The observer chair, position, center, back. The person sits in the observer chair. Key framing, you are not here to fix anything. You are here to notice. Important, no emotion required. No compassion required yet. Neutrality is enough. This chair represents conscious dissociation, perspective, mental stability. You can invite them or yourself to name this observer something neutral, the noticer, the witness, the adult, or a completely invented name. Naming separates identity from content. Step 3. The ego, trauma child chair, position, to the right. In front of the observer, slightly to the right, is the ego child chair. You guide like this. This is the part of you that learned to survive. It holds memories, fears, beliefs, emotions, reactions. Crucial reframes, this is not you. This is a part. This part is allowed to exist. You can suggest giving it a childhood nickname or a symbolic label, for example the guard, the watcher, little me. This reduces fusion immediately. Step 4. The inner peace, safe adult chair, position, to the left. On the left is the inner peace state chair or IPS. This chair represents stability, containment, safety without control. The healed father-mother field combined. Important instruction, this chair does not speak yet. It only exists. Why? Because premature soothing feels faked to trauma systems. Presence first. Words later. 4. What the observer does, very specific. The observer's only task is naming, not analyzing. You can give a simple script to observe the ego child chair. I notice tension. I notice fear. I notice a belief, I am unsafe. I notice the urge to control. I notice sadness. No why. No fixing. No comforting yet. This trains, sensation and thought can exist without action. That's the core skill. 5. How this uses dissociation positively. Traditional dissociation pulls the person away from experience unconsciously. Our method Places the person above experience consciously. Same mechanism. Different orientation. Instead of, I disappear, it becomes, I observe. This restores agency without emotional demand. 6. When the inner peace chair engages, later phase. Only after the observer is stable, you can invite and ask, if the safe adult could say one sentence, what would it be? Rule. One sentence. No reassurance promises. No fixing. Examples: you are not alone in this moment. I see you. Nothing is required of you right now. That's it. 7. Why this is safe for trauma. This method does not flood, does not re-traumatize, does not demand emotional presence, does not invalidate dissociation, does not push identity chain. It works with the nervous system, not against it. 8. One-line explanation for clients or for yourself. You can say, we're not trying to stop dissociation. We're teaching it to become a calm observer instead of an escape hatch. That lands. We name this the conscious observer mode or COM. Conscious, it restores agency, this is chosen, not happening to you. Observer, it's neutral, non-emotional, non-judging. Mode, it's temporary, functional, reversible, not an identity. Nothing pathological. Nothing spiritual. Nothing permanent. Just a mode you can enter and exit. That alone dismantles fear around dissociation. In one sentence, conscious observer mode, COM, is the ability to step back from emotional overwhelm and watch what is happening without being pulled into it. No trauma talk needed. The subtle but important difference, this is the breakthrough. Unconscious dissociation is seen as escape, loss of agency, fragmentation, automatic and fear-driven. Conscious observer mode, COM, sees it as perspective, choice, integration, intentional and safety-driven. Why trauma systems accept this instantly? Because you are not asking them to feel. You are not asking them to relive, forgive, reframe, connect emotionally. You are asking them to notice. Just that. Notice. That feels safe. Conscious observer mode or COM is the first true I am identity that doesn't threaten the trauma system. I am the one who observes. Not, I am healed. I am worthy. I am safe. Just, I am observing. Undeniable. Non-threatening. Logically airtight. From here, identities become objects, not definition. You can teach it in 30 seconds. If things feel too intense, don't go into the emotion. Go above it. Sit back mentally and describe what you notice as if you were narrating a documentary about yourself. That's it. No setup required. One gentle warning, important. Do not frame this as grounding, regulation, healing, coping. Those imply fixing. Frame it as a way to watch without interference. That keeps ego out. This is not just another method. It's a permission structure, permission to step back. Permission to not feel yet. Permission to not know. Permission to exist without definition. That's exactly what traumatized systems never had. And that's exactly what traumatized systems need for a proper reset.